Webber told me to accept you, Steve. Okay. Talk to the pilot. That usually helps. Don't worry about me being invisible. Other than that, I'm perfectly normal. I see. Or rather, you don't. Learn the trick in camouflage. So the accident made rather a mess of me. No, I'm stuck away in the basement. Lucky if I even get the tea trolley.
I'm afraid I don't have much time, Colonel Jones. I'd like you to take a look at this map. I want to know something more about the Prospero program.
Where did you find this?
Wonderland Weather.
Ah, retail meteorology. I believe you've jogged my memory, Steve. I may have to dig a little deeper, though.
Shall I?
Follow me.
Hello, Mrs. Peel. Welcome back to the Ministry. Now we're going to have a talk.
About the weather, quite topical.
It'll help pass the time.
Time would pass anyway if you think about it logically. But then so few do things logically, or even anti-logically. Clockwise or anti-clockwise, tick-tock, tock, tick, seesaw, argue, dog. It amounts to the same thing. After all, how do you know I'm the real Mrs. Peel?
How real do you feel, Mrs. Peel?
I'll repeat the question by passing the weather, which no doubt anybody will return to in a moment. Do I walk like Mrs. Peel, talk like Mrs. Peel? Am I witty, wise, wonderful to know? Or do I go around treating ministry agents attempting to rule the world on my days off?
Now, you just play games.
Of course, a ministry cloning program. So all is right, but it appears he went too far. Some of his more advanced experiments, not too pleasant. So they pulled him off it. Anything else?
As I recall, there was some former ministry land used as a secret military installation and sold by us to Sir August years ago, and authorized by Father, Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Moe. And this is the site.
But where is it?
Well, according to your map, it's an island right here in the middle of London. It must be where he's controlling the weather.
Why did you never tell anyone?
Well, nobody ever asked.
These changes in weather are controlled and aggressive.
Yes, Prime Minister, we're monitoring the situation. The Council of Ministers is now in emergency session. The weather is getting worse by the minute.
Now is the winter of your discontent. Upon you, the weather is changing. The temperature is dropping. Soon it will be freezing.
Why?
Because the weather is no longer in God's hands, but in mine. Those clouds, all controlled by me, are recreating the weather. I have set off a chain reaction that will paralyze and ultimately destroy the city. The countdown has already begun. This is military! Order shut up! Hundreds of millions will die, they'll drown, burn, freeze. You and your governments have no choice. You will buy your weather from me. By God, you pay for it. Any attempt at interference will lead to automatic annihilation. Oh, and by the way, you have until midnight Alice, are you all right?
So August demands he wants them delivered directly to the Prime Minister.
10% of our gross national product annually? That's preposterous. There will be no negotiation.
His words exactly. He says unless we accept his demands, the weather will keep getting colder and colder until we'll all have to go to hell just to warm up.
Did Sir August talk to you, Alice?
No, didn't have to. Knows everything already. Breach of security, top level. Father.
That's good. Sorry, Father. The game's up.
Careful with that, it might go off. We don't want another accident. Hard working as you are. Poor mother finally figured it out, but too late.
Nonsense. Mother knows best. I want you to release Mrs. Beale.
Certainly. But which one? It really isn't Mother's Day. We'll keep you informed about progress. Message ends.
It's charming, I presume.
Hardly, I'm afraid. A micro-tank concealed in your boots.
Thank you. Troublesome.
Are you all right? And the other Mrs. Peel?
Scratched, I think. Sad anyway.